Just a minute. Just a minute. Oh my gosh, I'm almost there. I'm halfway there. Oh gosh. I'm sorry, I'm almost there. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Sorry.
Hi, Ivan.
Hi, are you guys ACS?
Yeah, nice to meet you.
We're not ACS.
Okay.
We're not ACS.
Thank you for knocking.
Well, sure.
Yeah.
Ivan, my name is Mary, and this is Deborah.
Hi, Mary. Hi, Deborah.
Hi, and we...
If you want, you can grab some more of those light chairs and you can use this table over here.
Oh, we're okay. We're okay standing up here.
Okay, I appreciate you.
Well, we heard about you.
What organization are you with?
We're with First Nations.
First
We're
Nations?
with First Nations up on Zuni and San Mateo.
I appreciate you. This I might have right after these other things. I don't know how to use this stuff that well. So right now it's saying that it won't allow me to go live.
Oh.
You don't need, oh, you read. So just to read it, you needed to touch it.
Yeah, you have to just touch it.
But you don't, like, I don't know how pushing buttons all the time, you can get to the wrong, like,
Yeah.
But I'm barely able to do this when the cops show up. And then I don't like function normal, like the limbs or whatever.
Yeah.
I can appreciate you ladies. If you have a lot of time or you don't have much at all, this I'm gonna just set down. This thing can be set down also. That's why I was mentioning the table right there. And I don't know why there's sodas out there, but that's neat.
I think your dad might have put them
And he just puts them there? Yeah, but
Yeah.
if he hasn't been bringing any food for like the last 10 days, I don't know if it's the gambling addiction or if it's much, much worse. But as you can see from the point up to it, is that these used to be in a formation that would be like a
Was there water?
half a D. Like that would be a D if the door, you know. So yeah, exactly.
Water.
What happens is there's a plot right behind you guys. It looks like a triangle, and that cement that's on top of it, it used to be a grass patch up to 2010, but he filled that in. They had only just put in that little walkway of stones because it used to be just the rocks, but they had their babies. So the dad or grandpa, their grandpa, her dad had to put all those in and stuff. So you get to see him tamp down the soft it's a different type of material, not that kind of coarse. But then you put that down and then more and more. And then it's flattened and stuff. But what ended up happening is all the water would flush. And so even my grandpa putting in that thing, that got clogged. And when I moved in here, I was doing that kind of stuff, going outside.
Have you lived here a long time?
When I was a little boy, my dad would drop us off because he would be supposed to watch us, but his whole lifestyle or whatever here in Albuquerque, it only allowed a certain amount of whatever.
Well,
But how long have you guys been in Albuquerque? Your organization might be older than me.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, and It might
Since
be,
the
yeah.
70s.
I
First
think so.
Nations.
Yeah, First Nations.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of it?
I've heard of something, but you guys might be a name of something that has nothing to do with like
Exactly.
our tribes, like our
Exactly.
natural.
Yeah.
Like-
I agree.
Hey,
And like
I've
you
been-
guys have like rules
Yeah.
that might be older than a territory rule.
Yes, that's just
And then, like-
a name they're using.
I'm just checking, Ivan. Can you tell me what the date is today?
Well, it's like the 12th or something like that.
Yeah,
but it
what's-
might be like Sunday or Monday.
So, yeah, you're close a month.
But all these shits is going on for 10 days now. So if you're going to play around with little minute details, I don't really give a fuck because these kid cases that I'm trying to report with the fucking police and they're
yeah.
kicking me out of here without any fucking eviction awareness of like 7 days. So you've dealt with people in your culture.
Yeah.
You've dealt with people that are white. You've dealt with people that are Hispanic.
Yeah.
You've dealt with people that are black.
Yeah.
Right? So you have different cultural experiences with people.
That's
How are
right.
those Italians for you? Like, did you like watching HBO? The Sopranos? The little.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Did you like Journey? Much more at the end of that season? Or the series when it ended on a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
It's just a cut to black, and it's that song from Journey. It just comes from that generation that might have been the hot song on the radio.
Yeah.
And then for like us, for kids, it's Journey had their own original.
Go your own way? No.
Well, no, they had their own original band, and then this guy came in there, and he changed the band. And I didn't know that when I was a little kid in high school or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And Journey was like, it's a journey to learn about the band, and
I've
like
been
you
a-
might know that stuff a little bit more. She looks like she likes to party. I accidentally said that to one of the EMT people when they came up because they came with all the lunchbox of things to hook up. So I have them here on these.
Ivan, I just want to tell you, see, we're a team. We got another folks that work with us. So we have.
I don't have anything on me.
Oh, no, that's all right. That's
Looking
fine.
Is it okay if we invite another person?
This is a police officer. Oh, this is all zoomed all the way.
No,
He's not
he
a
works
police
with us. His name's Mohammed. He's very
Have you
nice.
ever heard of like Hope, New Mexico? Also,
Help New Mexico?
well, a long time ago with the cops.
Can we go call him?
No, I don't know if they disbanded May of 2019 when all this was going on. So basically, these are helpful if they're blank. But I used the cheat of trying to basically, like, a lot of this is from like Googling stuff for video games or whatever. So basically, if in the film class, basically, it's not going to show up. Because it can angle or whatever. I don't know how to do this.
I heard you were taking a film class at
My dad took film, and basically I got hooked up by getting into the class, and they had an orange card you in because you get in the classroom, there's 30 students. But the thing is being able to have it blank, and I just had the numbers broken down. What I try to do is I try to get it in 10 sections of 10, so I can do like the kids stuff. And then college. So with Dad in film class, we got a pilot that we could have put all of our work toward. And you guys might have heard of Breaking Bad, but our teacher told us to get on Facebook and say, let's network. So I just unfriended everybody that I had from my thing because I copied and pasted everything that I didn't know that I wrote this whole time, and I posted it public. So this Epstein list, that I don't know if it was crossing a line, but this guy is the president and he's in a video, partying with this dude. And he's trying to keep like a, you're my friend look next to him. So you guys know guys, right? And you know little boys. So if I'm a little boy and I'm going to that community center over there, and I'm having to report to a police officer here in 2017, right? So then basically there's that. And then I'm trying to get on YouTube, or not YouTube because I don't know how to use that, it's too complicated, but Facebook because of the use on that. If your person is close by and they need to hear all this too,
Yeah, hold on.
they can go ahead and do this too.
Yeah, why don't you
I can go get a
go
breather. I appreciate you guys if you have time for this today, but it would be more easier if we had light chairs like that And if I pulled this out, or if you're fine with this, you know, being able to stand and look over it, these type of things, if you want to look at it, I'm going to go get a
So
Coke.
how far did you get in school? I
dropped out a bunch.
How far did you get in school?
I dropped out a bunch.
Oh, you dropped out a
Yeah,
bunch.
so all these records, needing to get the school records to actually report, all of your questions will be answered.
Now, what are
because
these things?
these are kid accidents. It's just random shit. I'm sorry for cussing. It's just random stuff. So like the names off of Facebook. So the best one is this one. So when my memory like just fades when I go to sleep, and then the next day I wake up and I didn't write anything down, like, oh, I called the cops. The cops came over there. They hooked up all these little thingies on my person. And then they give me this piece of paper. This works really nice to hold it in place. And then I got a, like, the gas station next to my high school, they had a pottery place move in there. So basically it would have like, you go up to the pottery thing and then you paint.
This is Mohammed.
Hi Mohammed, are you not from America?
I'm from Africa, Nigeria.
Where, you are really? Is that on the coast that's on the inside by the water? Like, is that a water, do you have the water right next to your country, or are you in the inside? Like New Mexico is on the inside, we're landlocked.
We have next to the country. We are along the coast.
But you go to the beach and party?
We go to the beach, but I don't party.
So she needs to go to the beach.
She needs to go to the beach?
Yeah.
He thinks I'm a party.
She might want to go to the beach.
Oh, you want her to go to the beach as well?
Well, they need to get perks for the jobs, right? Because if you guys take on like the EMTs, the firemen, the police.
Right.
I've been just going over this stuff. This is somewhat recording. It might have some power. Yeah, it's got like 2 little bars, but I need to calm down, so that's why I had a cigarette out. But if it wasn't going to take that much time for you to come up, I'm sorry, I might forget your names. Mary? Deborah. You're Mary. I have an aunt named Mary. I might look 50, but I might be 40. I might have gotten Social Security and the, I'm not trying to feed you or anything.
But you're well
These are
prepared.
blanks. Well, no, they just, my dad gave me some of those recently. But if I have any ideas and stuff like that, like this is Star Wars. Oh no, these are songs. So like if I was in film class, maybe the in-between of the boring stuff is just, so like even designs for art class and stuff like that. I don't get to doodle that much, but if it gets my mind off of this shit that's going on out here, that's an awesome truck. That's your truck. Oh no, like that, right? Do you guys do that?
What is that?
Which one? This one? This one?
Yeah.
These are these little things that they hook up on you when they come for a thingy. So they can bring out a lunchbox. I don't know if that's what it's called, but it's a powered registry device, so it can print out on a scroll. So it's going to be paper without
EKG.
EKG. And it uses like a receipt paper from your groceries or your Subway or whatever.
Gotcha.
But you don't need an ink cartridge.
So is that what you're trying to do here, or what's that?
Well, this is the cop giving me a phone number, and then I could put other phone numbers for the different agencies and stuff like that. This one's the most important one, that's blank and then using colors and stuff. I don't know what you guys do exactly, if you have little pamphlets or anything like that. But I didn't even get to talk with this stuff with the police the other night. But I thought this one was the fun one, when I get really calm and stuff like that. There are these places, like my Allsup's next to my high school, El Dorado, up in the Northeast Heights. It was an Allsup's, so like the Allsup's over here, you can get the burritos, the sodas, right? And so when I was first learning how to drive, I had a Supra, Toyota Supra. So some gearheads might know, like from the Fast and the Furious influences of the generations. Those type of things might stick out and stuff like that. So if my older sister was that kid at school in the 90s, it's a very specific window that only a generation that's above us here know that we had a curfew. It locked you in under the age of 18. We could go to the drive-ins, we could pile into the trunk, we could hide underneath blankets. Did you have the drive-ins too? Because they came back during the lockdown, they had the
Yeah.
pump up ones, and then the different communities would set them up in different areas and parks and stuff, which is really awesome. But being able to reach out to these different areas and stuff like that for lockdown, so like 2017, the cops came by, so maybe a red.
Like the chronological order of
Well,
things in,
it's cheating because I'm using this shape, preschool, maybe, and all the arts and crafts and stuff. I'm pulling from high school, dropping out and going back.
Right.
Rehab. We had rehab here. So you guys with an organization called
So did Mary
Nation
remember to
First-
tell you where we come from?
First Nation.
First Nation.
You all three are from First Nation?
Yes.
I love you guys. You guys are awesome. I need to learn.
Did she tell you why we're here?
I don't know if 242 cops done that.
We didn't get to talk about
Don't get
that.
to
No, I jumped right into trying to calm down more.
Yeah.
This would be maybe a process that I'm learning while going through this. So I'm learning by trial by error. This was fun. This was just taking the thing and going across. So it's just trying to organize so I can play video games, and when I go through each level, make that room on the map so then I can go back later. And then that's what the thing was. I couldn't beat video games
Right.
when I worked for GameStop, and I got kidnapped and robbed twice in 1 week up on Coors and Paseo del Norte. So you might play video games if you have a truck looking like that.
Well, I tell you what.
You might have good hand-eye coordination.
Yeah.
You're not a kid, but you look like you're a kid on the inside. So I appreciate you for looking out for
we
people.
came out to see
and
which
each-
way
sorry.
we could, any way we can, help you.
Yeah. Right now,
What
in
are-
2019, I got evicted from here. I might have the police records on the pinup in the window right there. But if you guys want to look, while this is recording without running up the battery, this looks really bad. So from anybody getting a first look of it, you haven't been here yet, but there is no possibility for even getting a crash cart, right? So basically, I'll come back up so you guys don't feel like threatened or anything like that. But it's bad. Hoarding is a term. Underneath here, my grandpa, he had installed these shelves.
Oh, this is your store. This is your room.
My grandpa built this garage.
Right.
It got turned into a mother-in-law's apartment. This was not here, this wall, when I was a little kid. It was just like these posts,
Gotcha.
just an opening.
Gotcha.
And then this field used to have a chicken coop right there and a big, big tree, but they had to take out the tree and then all that. So when I moved in here, my grandpa put up the shelves. He had gotten hit by lightning when he was golfing. So that's just pathetic. But what it was before was pretty bad because I was just corridoring everything. However, lived on my own, it would be so cram-packed in the amount of space that I could afford that it would just be enough room for a corridor of
This
walking.
all soda or that's just the box?
are they
I didn't know
empty?
about it until they told me.
No, the ones inside.
The one inside?
The ones inside, I have a recycling mental disorder of OCD, I guess. So all of those are
to be cardboard.
material for arts and crafts.
Oh, arts and crafts.
Because my art teacher was that type of art teacher to say, okay, you get a pizza box. We're getting these pizzas for lunch at high school. They're charging an arm and a leg per piece, which seems like exploitation. What's that? You need me to go to the hospital?
No,
Because I have a psychological evaluations in there that I haven't even opened yet. So they're from lockdown. So this is a lockdown issue if you haven't come across people that have been isolated.
What do you call this area? What's the name
I
of
don't-
this area?
I don't know a lot of great words for it, but right there it's called Deadman's Curve.
Right. Okay.
Because it used to be a gas station right there before it got turned into a park, and then one of the oldest schools in the whole, like it's an old house.
Right.
A Trisco school.
No,
Armijo, that's right, Armijo.
It's called this. It's
Did you
called this.
participate in the recent
High five.
election? Did you participate in the recent election?
I got to with it was my first time getting to do all that stuff.
Oh, really?
I'm getting like my delay in development and stuff like that, and then it was just getting that, and I copied down everybody's names, and then I think that's what also fueled the thing in 2022 is when I did all the Facebook social suicide.
So you spend a
So
lot of
did
time
you-
on the internet?
Well, there's not a lot of movement choices, so I can turn to the left and then I can look forward. So in that is I get a little cocoon of like a sleeping bag area of sleep. Before all of this is my dad molesting me through this process, right? So if I can use the term molesting, is the mental process of gaslighting. So you're not going to participate with reporting these kids cases, and you're the father or you're the mother. So it's not you, but you have physical representations of man and woman, and with no identity politics that I have to be careful about. That skipped through really quick if that was something recent with your question about what day of the week it is. The thing is the idea is that it might help my case if I know what pronouns are. Gotcha. Because I'm learning, because I didn't get to learn all that stuff in high school, and so this is fun, but it's really appreciative that you guys do what you do. Yeah. I need help super quick. If my dad is being a uber child molester for decades before I was even born, he was in the military in Italy. So getting in contact with the Department of Defense, it's the bases. With my mom, her dad taking an armed firearm and chasing his daughter, his other daughter, his son, and his pregnant wife with a firearm. That's a civilian case, but it hits levels of like superiority that you need those records, and they help to report cases under the mandate to report. So with the mandate to report, it's to report for little kids. It's written in the 60s. It doesn't have all of these concepts of credit and corporate interests in our laws. So our lobbyists are focused mainly on things that they can focus on because they're civilian legislator here. So only half of the legislative body is allowed to be paid. So they have to get money some way. So these perks that I found with nonprofits.
We'll find another time to come and visit.
I have to apologize if I was yelling and stuff about stuff.
Come visit us, or would you allow us to
Well, I
come
don't.
back
Yeah, you guys can come on anytime. But my dad sold my car. He sold his car that he had. Whatchamacallit. You know, the station wagon is missing, and he said that this was in the back of it, this crate, and he left it like that just a couple weeks ago. So,
Yeah.
it has something in it that you guys might know. Right at the beginning of lockdown, a lot of people were going crazy to get money. So they were going to McDonald's and they were getting a little Happy Meal with Pokemon crap in it. Before the month was even over, they were able to resell it on the whatchamacallit. But my dad said that for the last 2 years, apparently, he had sold the house in Rio Rancho that had my stuff in it. Little trinkets and shit. People might not think it's important, but if it was helping me to figure out stuff that was going on, and then he said that this crate was in the back of that station wagon. I don't even know where the station wagon is, but this right here is a $600 piece of equipment right here. This is a PlayStation 3 that you couldn't get in line. I got kidnapped and robbed at work for one of these things, and he said it was in the back of his car. Neglecting it for the years that he wasn't even talking to me, that he told some people in the police department here, the sheriffs, that he was going to quit his job to help these cases. He had already established with our therapist that he was staying at his parents' house to help them out. When he got his father put in an old folks home, and that old folks home abused my grandfather to death, and I couldn't see it happening in front of me. So anytime I needed a report for family cases or my cases, these have been ignored as in a whole. And all this stress, I'm having to prove that I don't have anything wrong with me, that I don't have anything to hurt anybody with. I'm losing weight inappropriately. The fucking effect of the process of when you don't feed people is that their organs start to break down. So my dad was coming over here, knocking on the window, coming over here, not ever helping with sand, putting sand anywhere, right? Like a box that it would filter into a bag and become a new sandbag. That my dad does not process things, that he's a psychopath, that he's someone that might hurt kids years before I was even born. Her dad might have molested her and her daughter, her older sister.
We're going to have to go now.
I'm yelling at you guys, and I don't need to yell at you. It's this situation, and that this might record some of it, and I can transfer it.